Joseph of Nazareth?
Actually, that'd be just Joe the Carpenter, really.
Can you answer a few questions for us?
I'll try.
These are in regards to your son, Jesus.
You know, he wasn't my son at all. He was an illegitimate kid, you know? I mean, everybody knows that, and I don't know if you're busting my balls by asking me that. The son arrived. Everybody knew it wasn't mine. I mean, it didn't even look like me. And then I had to ask Mary, and Mary tells me it was God. Now, how do you like that? So the bully of the town, he doesn't just jump on any chick. God nails my chick, and I'm engaged to her, all right? I mean, I don't want to get into it, but I want to tell you, he could have picked on anybody, any one of the tramps in this town. Mary, the trollop, goes running after him. She was a social climber, you know? And I don't know, as far as Jesus was concerned, you know, if he ever started to work once in his life, it probably would have killed him. He never lifted a hammer in his life. Oh, you know, it started early with that kid. And I'll tell you why. When he was just a little baby, 3, 4 years old, he was playing on the roof of the house with another kid. And wouldn't you know, the kid falls off the roof and dies. Well, at least that's what everybody thought in the neighborhood. So Jesus runs down, puts his hands on him, the kid jumps back up again. And people actually believed it. He loved that one so much that later on in life he pulls out with Lazarus, you know, doing the same thing. Lazarus was a shill. I mean, I can't believe it. You know, you do learn things when you're a kid so you can use them as an adult. But, you know, these cheap politics that he was into were just too much. You want to see a miracle? Stand here long enough and watch me build a house. That's a miracle by myself because I ain't got a kid to help me. Now, there's a miracle for you. You know, other than that, there ain't no miracles. You know, water into wine, what a hooey. In the beginning, when he was a child, just like his mother, was a real social climber. Hell, I've had maybe 3 real friends in my whole life. By the time he was 6, he had 12 of them hanging around with him, you know? And it was the kind of thing where they never worked. You couldn't get one of them to do any work. They'd walk around and I'd ask him to do one thing and he wouldn't do it. And I ended up whipping him a couple times. And I really think he enjoyed it, tell you the truth. In fact, I think he was looking for it. I'd always see him with that whip, whipping each other around. I don't know what was going on there. I think it was kind of kinky. And he probably got that from his mother too, you know? Because his mother was a little kinky. She wasn't just a social climber. And then I think that's why he ended up going for Mary Magdalene in the long run. Because he wanted that kink, you know what I mean? I mean, he could have had every nice girl in town. He was good looking, he had long hair, he had seeds of greatness. He could, you know, pull a trick better than anyone. But you know something? He went for the whores, and that tells me one thing. I shouldn't have probably whipped him because he was enjoying it too much. Later on in life, he used to carry all sorts of different articles in his pockets and stuff. Kind of a kinky kid. Even as a kid, he was pretty bad.
You have other kids.
Yeah. James, one of my own. One of my own kids. And he ends up following his brother from here, willy-nilly, all over the place. And boy, if that didn't piss me off, you know? And my own damn kid wouldn't even listen to me, right? And you know, it's like, when Mary told me it was an immaculate conception, okay, maybe that was the first one. But I know the second kid was mine, and he goes running off too. The damn kid's never did a goddamn thing in their lives.
Now, do you find it ironic that he ended up being nailed to a piece of wood after not working with wood all his life?
You know what's funny? He didn't even know it was wood. And I'm a carpenter. I'm his surrogate dad. I'm a cop. He didn't even know it was wood. He was wondering what the hell it was. And I had to tell him it's wood and nails, pal, and you're going there. And I'm glad for it, too. I'm happy for him. He deserved it. He deserved it. He really did, you know? I mean, if you're going to stand up and be counted, be ready to stand up and pop on the head, too. Whoops, sorry, Mary. You little trollop. Okay, sorry. Well, you know, I had to make something to remind me of my wife. What a piece of work she was. Yeah, a real social climber.